standing in a corner. I see you from across the room.
Hello and welcome back for a Playroom Declutter and Organize with me. So we just wrapped up Christmas in our house here and we just need to organize and sort through some of Declan's toys. My family did a great job this year of getting more activity books and activities you can get out of the house, but there's still a lot of toys that we never got a chance to organize when we moved into the house about 4 or 5 months ago. So we have a mixture of toys still from when Declan was about 1.5 years. He's about to be 3 here in the beginning of February. So we're going to try to rotate out some of his toys. I've done a lot of research recently on the benefits of doing toy rotations, which I actually talked a little bit about in my last video, which I can link here for you in our 2023 Clean and Decorate with me. But I just want to try to allow him to focus a little bit more and to enjoy the toys that he has. If you don't mind hitting that subscribe button below, as well as the like and the bell notification so you can see anytime I upload new videos. I share homemaking, cleaning, organizing, home projects, motherhood videos with you all. I'm hoping to get some of this done. Declan's currently out with Shane at the moment and he'll be going down for a nap here soon. So I'm gonna try to do this whenever he's not present, because as you know, anytime you try to move any of your kids' toys, don't do it when they're present because they have an attachment. So try to find time throughout the day, either at night, during naps, when they're not present, to try to do this. Now, the few things that we're gonna do is I'm gonna get some of our tubs that we have. We still had some leftover ones we never used for the holiday that I'm gonna put some of his toys in and put it in one of their side rooms over here so I can still have access to them when I need to. I think the plan is to try to rotate his toys out every couple weeks. Before the new year, I did observe some of Declan's play patterns. So he typically plays with almost every day his Matchbox cars and monster trucks. Those are like his go-to things. So I'm not gonna ever like take those out of his rotation, or if I do, it'll only be for a very short amount of time. But a lot of his like building sets, he has like Lincoln Logs, Magna Tiles, like all those. Anything like STEM related building, he's really into as well. But some of the extra things, like some of our figurines that we have, he has some toys still from when he was like 1.5 that we need to rotate out. And a lot of our family has saved some of Shane and I's toys as well. So it's so nice to have those available and then bring it out and it's like something completely new to them. They don't know the difference that it was from our childhood in the 90s. And as we all know, some things are just not made the same. So I'm gonna walk you through step by step what I do in the process. All right, let's get cleaning.
Trying to get away from this life I'm living. Same old things every day. Wanna change this feeling. Wasting no more time. Don't care about what you're saying. Try to keep me down. No time for all your playing. Yeah, even if you doubt me now, you should know I don't care about the things you say. Yeah. I don't even know what I want no more. Figure out what to do with all my time, my new life, yeah. I don't even know what to do right now, yeah. I'ma figure out what to do with all my time, my new life, yeah. I don't wanna try again. I don't wanna try again. All we had were those memories, time to make some new ones. Sun is up, I'm wide awake, we're not getting younger.
So in our previous house, I had purchased these cube systems. I believe we got these at Walmart. They're actually 2 put together and there's like a long wall here. My plan is to have one for Declan and then baby girl, so they each have visuals. They can store all their toys in here and they won't get confused on whose is whose. But I did go ahead and organize as much as I could right before the holiday. Different like bins and different containers. So these are like army vehicles. Here's some like Lego things. He has all dinosaurs in here. So it makes it a little bit easier for myself, so like I knew where everything was gathered. So now I'm just gonna go through and maybe pull like one thing out of each category to put in his cube. So let's see, this is a 9 cube system and I think that's how many cubes I'm gonna put, like one individual toy in each one for him, or a set of something in each individual one, if that makes sense. So one thing I'm gonna recommend is if you can, like try to do a couple like building creativity type of objects. You could do some like figurines. You could do like a theme if you'd like. I've seen some people do stuff with like Valentine's Day coming up. You could do like a Valentine's Day craft one, or like tic-tac-toe with like little hearts and X's and O's on it. Would be a cute idea. We haven't really decided if we're gonna do Valentine's Day theme yet, so I'm just gonna go and try to use as many of Declan's actual toys that he just recently got for Christmas that's still fresh and exciting for him at the moment. I don't want to take away anything new for him. So similar to kids, we get overwhelmed as adults in a cluttered space, so do they. So it's kind of hard for them to know exactly what to play with. So I noticed trends where like if Declan had a lot of toys out at one given time, he would only play for like 5 seconds and move on to the next. And that's when you see the huge chaos of a playroom, just like stuff everywhere. So what I'm gonna try to do is extend his playtime and make him be a little bit, encourage his imagination as much as we can, for try to get him to play with like one object for like 10-15 minutes at a given time, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull out all these bins and then try to pack these up and decide what I think is gonna be appropriate for him. So I'm gonna pull and wipe all these down and go through all these at the moment.
We're not getting younger. If you still love me, then please just let me go. I won't stay with you. I need to live my own life. Yeah, even if you doubt me now, you should know I don't care about the things you say. Yeah, I don't even know what I want no more, no more, no more. Yeah, I'ma figure out what to do with all my time. I know life, yeah. I don't even know what to do right now, right now, right now. Yeah, I'ma figure out what to do with all my time.
As you can see, I just went ahead and pulled everything out of the bins here. So he has a bunch of different categories of things. So like I said, he has like army vehicles, transformer things of Shane's when he was younger. We have some pretend play, so we just have hats. He has a couple, like has a night set. He has firefighter stuff, train stuff. He has dinosaurs. This is a marble set. He has more Matchbox cars, some Lego kits and sets, blocks. He has a lot of the original, I believe it was the Tonka play sets of Shane's when he was younger. These were his favorites. And then I have some track for his car sets. Don't mind Holly barking upstairs. But we have some Play-Doh sets here, which I'm probably gonna bring upstairs into our office, where we're gonna have some of Declan's, like, we're gonna try to do more creativity and school stuff with him. So we're gonna put that up there. These are more activity books. Any of the Magic Ink are some of his favorites. We have the Melissa and Doug Water Wows. These are amazing. We have like busy books, all that kind of stuff. Coloring. I'm gonna bring that upstairs because I think when it's down here, we forget it's down here. Is then to wipe all this down, then take one of these cubes and actually put it in our back area where our gym currently is at the moment, to store and get the pieces I'm not using out of the way.
I'ma figure out what to do with all my time. I know life, yeah. I don't wanna try again, try again, try again, try again. I don't wanna try again, try again. I don't wanna try again, try again, try again, try again. I don't wanna try again, try again. Don't wanna do this again. You must have felt this coming. Can we just leave it right here, never to touch it again? Yeah, even if you doubt me now, you should know I don't care about the things you say. I don't even know what I want no more, no more, no more. Yeah, I'ma figure out what to do with all my time. I know life, yeah. I don't even know.
Now that I have a lot of his toys rearranged and the entire cube system out of here, so I realized one of them actually was 12 squares and then the other one was 9. So honestly, like I said, I'd keep it around like between 8 to 10 toys in each cube for him, or 6 at a given time. Plus he has a workbench, a kitchenette set, and a few other random sets throughout. So I feel like it's not just like 3 to 8 toys that are gonna be out. There's gonna be a bunch of other ones, but I want him just to focus, to be able to entertain himself with just the few at hand. And like I said, I would be rotating him out about every week, every 2 weeks anyways. But I think, so I moved our 12 cube unit into our back area in our basement, which they had previously had as a gym. Right now we just have an exercise bike in there at the moment, but I figured it's tucked back around the corner where I know where it's at and I can access it easily, but at the same time Declan won't see it, so I'm hoping it's gonna be out of sight, out of mind, and he won't feel tempted to go over there. But if he does want to look for something, it is there currently. So I think that's the plan. I can show you here kind of what it looks like. So like I said, I moved the one right here out and I slid this over. I still don't know if I want to keep that there. I might rearrange it here a couple of times to see what makes the most sense in here. Honestly, anytime you arrange your kids' playrooms, you're going to be changing it out often anyways. Just like how we get bored with spaces in our home, so do your kids. So it's kind of nice that we have an open concept basement that I can rearrange it as needed. So I'm probably going to get started here on pulling. Let's see, my goal is to try to have, like I said, 6 to 8 toys out in those cubby systems. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick those out right now.
So now are we enemies? No, you don't mind the way I stutter my words. You know exactly what it means and how it hurts. Oh, I can't believe you're here. Can't get any worse. No, no. I just wanna get out of here. I find it so hard to breathe. 'Cause when you get too close, I lose my way and I freeze.
So I just got done sorting through Declan's toys and trying to figure out what I was going to put on display here. So like I said, I'm going to leave his workbench over there, his kitchenette set. This was mine when I was little, the kitchen set, and the workbench was Shane's. Honestly, with little girl coming and Declan loving to play with the set, I'm okay with leaving this stuff out. It's really good imaginary play, especially when he has some friends and cousins over. I'm okay with leaving those out because they all have a place, or you can tuck stuff in, it's not a problem. So I decided, he still is obsessed with trying to like clean and everything like he did last year. We got all these sets last Christmas for him. And then I decided, like I said, I was going to shoot for like 6 to 8 toys. This is going to be a huge adjustment for him because he's used to having all of his toys accessible to him at any given time. So I did go a little bit more than I probably was going to initially. So I have his Gravedigger and his Megalodon RC cars, and then I did a little bit more like creativity. So he's really into drawing at times, so he loves the Etch-a-Sketch as well as this magnetic beadboard. It's just something to keep him busy if he's just down here. And then I'm gonna try to do like a dinosaur unit with him. He's really into dinosaurs right now, and my sister-in-law got him this really cool sensory bin that you can bury dinosaurs, and he's learning about fossils and archaeologists. So I thought this was a good set to leave out. We have a bunch of different dinosaurs, but this one was kind of cool because they have the fossil and the skeletal version of each dinosaur that's over here when they are complete. So I thought it would be a really cool way to teach him the difference between them and see if he can identify or point out like the different features of each dinosaur. Then he also got a couple Lego sets. So I don't know if you can see, I love these bags. I talked about this in a previous video that I can share here, and I can also link them. A lot of people have been using these as of late, but they're awesome. They are baggies that you can fit. I used them a lot for puzzles in the past. So any of the Melissa and Doug puzzles, they fit perfectly in here. They're about, I think it's the same size as like a letter standard, like 11.5 by 9, I believe. But they're awesome. So I could be able to fit his entire Duplo, like, we got him the Buzz Lightyear one from the new Lightyear movie, and it keeps everything in here together. So we got him this, and then we got him a Spider-Man one as well. That is a little bit older for him, but he will eventually, like, he put it together with Shane, but he like has a hard time like focusing on one at a time. So I figured by doing that, everything is in there. Like I said, he's really into music right now, so I figured this is a good one to always keep out. And then he has a million cars. Upstairs, we have a clear container that I can be able to put Matchbox cars in. I'm probably going to take some of him from down here that I have in this bucket and sort through the ones that are Matchbox cars or Hot Wheels cars and put them all together. But we just recently watched, he's obsessed with cars right now and the movie Planes. So I went through and found some of his toys that are from the movies and put them here together. And the black bin's on the bottom. So I think these are pieces that I'm always going to leave out for him. So this bin here is like imaginary play. So it has like costumes. Like he has a really cute like work from home set. Whenever Shane worked from home, like during the pandemic, he always wanted to be like him. So it was so cute. It's by Fisher Price. It has like a headset and like a little laptop. I was able to find this like after Christmas last year. I think it was like 20 bucks for the whole thing. But he absolutely loves it. It's so cute. And it comes with a little cell phone. But like I said, he has all of his play stuff in here. And on this side, this is just a card track that was Shane's from when he was little. We actually put it in an old boxing glove container. It's nice. You're going to be able to take this with you like whenever we've traveled to different family members' houses. But I'm just going to keep that in here. And then there's also like a plastic like city map that he can drive his cars on. We have a felt one upstairs that I might bring down here too. So I figured he always is going to be playing with cars. So I might as well keep that down here at all times. So we put this in here. And then over here, they just have various balls. This is a stuffed ball that was actually a dog toy that my brother got for him got for Declan when he was little. He goes to the University of North Carolina. Let's see. Then he has his ESPN balls and like Fisher Price ones that goes with his basketball hoop. So since it's basketball season currently, Declan showed interest in wanting to learn different sports. So I figured this was a good opportunity to encourage that. So I'll always leave this out. And like I said, I'm always into doing like building stuff with him. We got this set from my in-laws for him for like his first Christmas, and he still loves them. So he likes to build forts and then park his cars in there. He does the same thing with like magnetiles. So I will always probably leave these out. So it's up to you. I figured everyone has different interests of their kids and what they want to do. Some people do more Montessori toys, like wooden ones. I tried doing that, but honestly, like there's so many really good quality toys that are out there. I just like want to mix and match as much as I can. So I figured this is a good start for right now at least. And then I'll come over on this side here. This, I'm still trying to figure out if I'm going to leave this out or not. In this toy box here, this used to be Shane's and his sister's. They were pink, as you can see. It's kind of chipped from the move, and blue. And we went ahead and painted these last year to match our playroom, and they actually held up fairly well, but they definitely need to touch up a little bit. And here are all the metal Tonka trucks of Shane's when he was little. They are in great quality. They don't make them like this anymore, so it's something that we want to hold on to. But I think these are definitely going to be more outdoor toys for Declan, but we want to keep them nice and clean, so we just have them stored in here for now. And then he got one of these gifts from Shane's aunt. It's pretty cool. It's a pop-up like cornhole as well as like a dartboard. So on the other side, it's like all Velcro, and you can throw it at, and he loves doing this. And it's nice because you can roll it up and put it in that bag. But I figured it's small enough you could just leave it out like that. And then like I said, I'm going to set up this camping site for him so he can pretend play like he's going camping, because he's really into outdoor things right now. So I'm going to go through, pack up all this stuff. I'm going to try to keep the cubes as is and just slide them into the slots in our gym alcove area. And I'm going to so I found these white little labels that were kind of like acrylic that I was going to put like little symbols as well as the names on them so Declan can learn to put stuff away. But I decided, like, once I realized how overly stimulated he was getting, I was like, I don't want to leave all the toys out at once. So I'm just going to go ahead and write them, I think, with a permanent marker for now. And then if I do want to like actually label them, I can later. But I'm going to go ahead and tie them onto those and then put them in the 12-piece cube system. Of course, now that I go to film and try to share with you guys where I want to label the extra tags here in the gym space, I can't find our white tags anywhere. So I have no idea where they went over the holiday break, but once I find those, I'm going to go ahead and label these for myself. This case is awesome. After many meltdowns every night, Declan insists on always bringing a car to bed with him or a monster truck, and then when we get up there he says, no, I want this car instead of another one. So I did this for my own peace of mind every night. So I go ahead and put all of Declan's cars in their garage for bedtime, and then if he asks for one, I know I can see exactly where they all are. So it's nice. It's a double-sided. If you just type in Amazon, I think it's like under like Hot Wheels cars toy storage, and it's just a clear container and it's double-sided. So I'm gonna go ahead and put all of his cars together in one. I know he has more of these, but right now the ones that I can find out, I'm just go ahead and put them here.
Too close, I lose my way and I freeze. I wish you knew what power you have over me, but now it's so hard to breathe. Just get me out of here.
My thought is we can pull that out and use it in the center of the playroom when he needs to, but I'd like to put like hooks underneath here to be able to put up like costumes. So he has a ton of these like firefighter hats. He has Shane's old like night costume when he was little. He has some construction hats, just different pieces. And I know he loves doing pretend like careers. So I think for his birthday, I'm gonna see if I can find him a set, but I figured we could maybe just hang them right here. And then him and his friends can have access to pretend play at all times. So let me know what you guys think. If you have a station like that for your kids, let me know. Do they actually use it? Is it worth it or is it not?
Just get me out of here.
Guys for joining me for this playroom declutter and organize. I hope it gave you guys some motivation here to tackle your kids' space after the holidays and just to get you in a better frame of mind to start the new year. Don't forget to subscribe and follow along for more. I'm going to be doing more decluttering and organizing hacks in different areas in our space. Thanks for watching.
How can you be so cold?